I'm assuming that you have done everything, like installation is completed.
Yes, Ashwin, we have done installation.
Script recording using proxy. I will tell with proxy, without proxy. So for some people, they're saying that proxy is not properly working. So if the proxy is without proxy, how to do that is also I will tell you. This is a basic thing. Okay. What is the first step? Enable the system proxy in the system. First thing, how do you enable the system proxy? Okay, what you need to do is just click on your start button. If you are Windows 7 or 11, 10 or 11, just type proxy. So in the from system settings, you will say proxy settings. Just type proxy, it will open proxy settings. Just click on this. So here you have an option called manual proxy setup. By default it will be off. So what you need to do is you need to enable this. Right, and you need to mention the first to just enable. What is the next step? Next step is you need to, after enabling, you need to mention the port number and address. As I said, we can give any port number, so I'm giving 8181, but don't give 8080 and 443, and click on save. So I'll put this as a snapshot so that okay. So what you need to do, first step is this one. Go to your system settings, enable the proxy and enter your address as http localhost and port number, any 4 digit. Okay, example 8181 or 888, anything you can give. I'm giving 8181. You can also, instead of http, if you give https it won't work. It should be http localhost only. Okay, this is the second. So now let us see where are we. Then you save it. Okay, once I save it, what happens is internet will be blocked on your browser. So now you see this, right? So when I just browse, it will say no internet. That doesn't mean that internet is not on my system. It is only blocked on the browser. So what we discussed that, right? What is port? It is now blocking all other doors here the same way. All ports it is blocking. I said 8181, right? It is opening only one door called 8181. So that is only assigned to Jmeter. So what happens? It will close all the doors like 8080 whatever on the only on browser, not on my laptop. If I don't have internet, first of all we can't have this class, right? The Zoom. So it is closing where, stopping internet only on the browser and closing all the doors. It is opening only one door called 8181. So whatever communication happens, like that has to go through that door called 8181, so that my Jmeter will capture all these requests. If I don't have this, what happens is, if all doors happen open, right? When I click on a button, it can go through any door, right? There is no uh, confusion, like, how can I capture that? If I close all the doors, open only one door, your Jmeter easily captures those requests. That is the idea here. Okay. So now, when it will work, when I start Jmeter, then only it will work. Okay. So what is the next step? Next step is now you need to go first. I have enabled the proxy, right? Now go to Jmeter. Now open Jmeter, add the thread group under test plan, and add the transaction names. We have done that, right? So for which scenario we are scripting, we have added the transaction names. Next one is, how do I record? We need some recorder, right? So add a test script recorder from elements. Okay, or else from the test plan only you can add. Okay, test plan under non-test elements. So what do you mean by that? So you go to your test plan, right click and add, and under non-test elements, this is called your test script recorder. Okay, this is the flow. Right click on test plan, add, under non-test elements, you will see this. Okay, I will take the screenshot also. Okay, now browser won't work. If my web WhatsApp will not work unless okay, so I have added this. So to this test plan, you can also add the view results tree. This is just for our this thing. Say at the time of recording, I want to capture the recording log. View results means what? You can see the logs or how the script is running. So you can add this to your thread group. This will tell you when I run my script how it is working. At the time of recording, how it is working. This is for our future purpose only. Okay. Now you have added the test script recorder. Now here what you need to do, you have the options, right? Port number, this one. So here you need to add same port number. Give the same port number in the test script recorder. Enter the same port number given in system proxy. Example, same this one. So what we are trying to do, you are mentioning the same port number so that it will establish the connection. And enter the domain name. Example, what is our domain, which application you are testing, that one. This is not mandatory, but better. Main thing is your this port number. So now come to your, where is Jmeter? Yeah. So here I just need to enter what? Here by default is 4 8s, right? This should be 8181 because in the system proxy I have given 8181. If I give who the there 8888, here also you can give 8888. So this is your application name, like www.blazedemo.com. Okay, these are the prerequisites. Now here next step is what? You need to select the target controller. So what do you mean? I told you, right? These are like folders. I want to capture the network traffic for each action. So here you need to first select what is the first action. Target controller, you need to select the first action. If I don't select this, it will throw an error. For example, if I click on the start button, it will say some errors. What it says, target controller is configured to recording controller. So you need to select what is your first action here? Launch, right? First action is launch. Here controller means just think as a folder. Next step is what? Target controller as your first action. Okay. Now we have done only the basic things like prerequisites. What I need is if I have to capture the traffic, right? So here what is happening, I am using this as a proxy, right? This is what happening. So now from Jmeter will capture whatever actions you are doing on the browser, Jmeter should capture, and whatever response coming from the server, Jmeter should capture, right? But how do you think the servers will trust Jmeter? All servers are very secure, right? They have a lot of security, right? So they will block any tool. If it is a snipping tool, they think that it's a malware or even it's a danger to the server. So how do you think the connection will be established? For that purpose, they have created one certificate. Through this certificate, any server will allow Jmeter, because that certificate tells that this is not any attacker or even anything. It is just like these requests are coming from Jmeter, because Jmeter is a open source, right? Everyone knows what is Jmeter. So they will allow Jmeter. These servers should allow Jmeter. For that, what I need to have a certificate that you should install on your system. So how do I install certificate? Simple. If I just click on start button for the first time, it will generate the root certificate. So what is the next thing is, so first what I need to do, we need to generate a root certificate. What do you mean by clicking start button for the first time? So if you have just downloaded Jmeter, you did not create any script till now. So when you do this, when I just click on start button, if I have selected the proper first transaction, like what is first action and launch, right? When I click on start button, it will create a Jmeter root certificate. So now when I click on this, you should see this message. For some people it will take time. Now you should see this root CA certificate is created in bin directory. If you see that, just don't do anything, just stop it. Here also just stop it. Just stop it. Just you should see that message. How did I get? I just clicked on start. It will create a root certificate. Now what I need to do that? You need to install that root certificate on your install root certificate in the browser. Okay, how do I install? Go to, for example, if it is a Chrome, right? I'll show you that. Let us say this is Chrome. Go to settings. How do I go to settings? This 3 dots. Go to settings. Right? Privacy and security. So here security. So I'll type this settings, privacy. Go to security. This is not security, right? So you need to select manage certificates. Okay, click on manage certificates. After that, manage imported certificates. Click on manage imported certificate, it will open the pop-up. From that, just click on your trusted root certificate. Means what? Your server will trust these certificates. Click the tab trusted. Okay. You go to that, then install. Here browse and Jmeter. So here what I need to do, already by clicking on start button I have installed, that is created in your Jmeter bin directory. What you need to click on import, say next. Here you need to browse. So where you need to go, your Jmeter bin directory, this one. Already I have installed. Just you need to select this one, open, click next, and finish. So it will install. So once you install, you should see here Jmeter root. So expiry date, it can be anything, but it will automatically renew. Okay, so it will renew every month. It will, as long as you are using Jmeter, it will be automatically renewed. If you don't see this, means it is not properly installed. Jmeter root CA you should see under trusted root certificate. These are pre. So this is done. Then only you can start your scripting. Yeah. Right now, these are all prerequisites. Okay, before I start scripting, for the first time you are doing this, you need to do this. Enable the system proxy. You enter this. These things is mandatory. You can give instead of 8181, if you want to give 8888, you can give. But if you give the here 8888, in your Jmeter test script recorder also, you have to give 8888. This is which application you are testing. This is not mandatory. Okay. And then now we are all set. After this, you can start recording your script. Recording the script for each action or a transaction to select the target controller. What do you mean by this? So here, once you start recording, right, for each action I have to here on the test script recorder, I need to select this. First one is launch, right? So let us start scripting. I think session is ending. Please rejoin. I just need to reset the internet connection. Yeah, welcome back. See, if this manual proxy is on, I cannot start the class. I mean, browser will not work, right? So I have to off, and now again I saved it. Now I should, the internet connection will be. Yeah, now we can start. So first you open any one tab for recording purpose. So see here step. So here now you can start recording. Now for every action you'll get a message saying that this is not private connection. For some people it won't get. What is the first step? Let me continue this. What I need to do, I click on start and recording, right? Next, 11th point. Now let us, if I click on start, it will start the recording process. So what I need to do, I need to make these actions launch on the browser. Whatever the actions you'll make, it will capture. So here what I need to mention, now you can start recording the script. For each action you need to select the target controller. So already I have selected, right? First one is what? Launch. Now let me click on start. Right now every time this will come, just click on OK. Now recorder is started. Now go to the browser. Here if I enter Blaze demo, now it should capture. So first it will says what? It will say the connection is not private, because do you want to continue? You will get this warning. This is not error, okay? You'll get the warning for each. So I'll also run it. Do you want to continue? Okay, go to advanced, continue. So what it says here, advanced. For some people it won't ask, okay. Say, you can say proceed. Now the page is displayed. Okay, now it is capturing through Jmeter. Okay, Jmeter proxy we are capturing. If you go to your Jmeter script, you should see that script is captured under launch. You see, The script should be captured under launch. Now you understood, right, why we have to give this target controller? Because if I don't give launch, if there is only one, all actions will be under one folder, right? That is difficult. Which action is which request, you won't be able to identify. Now I can identify this is for launch. For launch, this is the request. Okay. For find flights, it will be the request like that. So I've completed launch, right? Now I need to change. After launch, what? Find flights. Now go to the browser. Now click on find flights. So if you want, you can change the cities. Now click on find. See, every time it will ask. For some people it may ask, it may not ask every time. But if it is asking every time or even one time, even if it doesn't ask anything, not a problem, because advanced level Windows it is controlling, so it will not ask every time. Now for find flights, this is the script you can see. Okay. Now what is the next action? Choose, right? So here you need to select choose. Go to the browser. You need to make that action. So very simple. Click on choose. Wait for the next page to display. Go to, it says your connection is private. Go to advanced. For some people this is not coming, but still it is. If you are able to capture the script, that's fine. You need to just check here. The script is captured something. What is then next is purchase, right? You need to select here purchase. Go to the browser and enter your details, whatever. So write your details. Some credit card number. This we will use it as a test data later. Something. Okay. Now clicking on purchase. You have to wait. Now it will say your connection is private. Advance. Proceed. Once you get the page, go back to your Jmeter and check. Fourth one, I have, yes, something is there. What is last one? Fifth. Where you have to select under test script recorder. The name itself says like test script recorder. It is recording each action you are making on the browser, and it is saving in your transaction controller folders, you can call it as target controllers. Last is was going back home, right? So let me go to the click on just go back home. Where is home button? This one. So don't close this when you are completing the script or when you are in the middle of the script. You have to stop once we complete everything. Now you got the page, right? Now I can stop. Please cross check once. Okay, I got the script. Yes. Then you can stop. Now your script is recorded. Simple. For each action you will be warning saying, yeah,